be judged by how it treats its highest citizen, but the lowest ones as well. That's what Nelson Mandela said. And this budget really takes care of the little things for the people. I was told by a guy from Virginia that I know very well that the finance minister could have just gone to Parliament and said that the fundamentals are strong now, the exchange rate has not exposed us, and done. He can leave the place because the finance team has done a very good job. E-levy gone, bed tax gone, now COVID tax, which was a very nuisance tax, is also gone. So one thing that is left is that we need smarter revenue-raising strategies to balance our cost. Because I'll talk about the cost and the debt that we have hanging on our neck and the way we can fix that. So the fundamentals are very strong now, and I think that you can never have the pace without the base. That has been our bane since independence. And Nkrumah had all the lofty ideas. He had the pace, but he didn't have the base of the people he could work with. So this budget really gives us the hope that now that we have the base, the foundation strong, let's begin next year with the pace that we are looking for. And I'm talking about building a lot of factories everywhere, building hospitals, building schools, building bridges, building parks, national parks, all these things that we need next year. If we look at what Plato also said, that a society that mocks virtue prepares its own collapse. And what is the virtue in this budget that we saw? I saw courage, I saw compassion, I saw that there's financial prudence, discipline in this budget. For example, ECG revenue raised by 90%. That gives me hope. ECG was making 9 million cedis every month, now raised to 1.7 billion, which is really hopeful. We also have a very strong, stable, and hopeful economy, which is the dream of many people. I've been told this morning that most people feel that they don't feel the impact in their pocket. So I think the government should do more so that people will feel the impact, in their pocket, which is very important to me. Now the president also ordered that maize, rice, chicken, eggs should be produced in Ghana, which is a great thing. I am even moving to the fruits and the vegetables that we have. A lot of maize, a lot of rice, a lot of these vegetables are getting rotten. Mangoes, oranges, let's buy them for the schools so that they can eat and have the balanced diet. Because unless we begin to, buy what we produce, we will always have a problem. Then the cedi appreciation, remember 16.35, now 10.92. From November 2024 to November 2025, we've been able to save appreciate the cedi by 35%, which is a good thing. Now I'm going to talk about the debt. Our debt was 726.7 billion. That was 61.8% of the GDP. Now, in 2024, has been reduced to 630.2 billion. That is 45% of the GDP. So within 1 year, the government has been able to save us on the GDP 17%. That is awesome within 1 year. And I'm talking about the base before we have the pace. So the foundation is being built. Without a foundation, all the ideas will never work because you need a strong foundation to build that house on. Then I've seen a lot of allocation, 150 million NIMOS, which is good because we are fighting galamsey and we need money. This morning I learned that even Black Stars have been giving 150 million to prepare for the World Cup, which is also a very good thing because we need them to go higher during the World Cup. We also have what we call the Integrated Oil Palm Development Policy, which are like 100,000 acres of cultivating land for palm oil. We need them, and that I'm told is going to produce about 250,000 jobs because jobs is everything to me. If we can provide a lot of jobs, manufacturing, software, anytime we can produce any kind of job for our people, I am all for it. Then we talk about the 43.2 billion allocated for education in 2026. I'm told from last year one to this one is just 2%, but that is okay. We need to do more on education. So the budget of education, 43.2 billion, is great. Inflation, we are in the single digits. That's an awesome thing. But like I said, it should reflect in our pockets for everybody to fill that one. Then 292 million allocated for sanitary parts. That sanitary part issue, I'm thinking that we can have a factory that produces the sanitary parts instead of always allocating money to that. I'm going to end this way. The economic figures look good. From inflation to the COVID levy cutoff to the import cover and the currency. But we should also make sure that we resolve ourselves from the IMF. I will be the happiest person in Ghana if we don't go to IMF again to take money. Because my brother who spoke earlier was talking about, come May next year, we will have to go to IMF again and then do the reviews and see whether we need money. With all the goods that we have now, with the oil money, with the lithium that is coming, we don't need to go to IMF again. We're tired of IMF. They've not helped us. So we should win ourselves from the IMF. Then we also have to have fiscal discipline. If we are having a revenue of 268 billion, but an expenditure of over 300 billion, it means there is that kind of gap. So what do we do to increase the revenue stream so that we can offset the expenditure that we are having? And then we also have to invest in production sectors. Production sectors, I'm talking about what we eat, what we wear, and what we consume. We need to invest a lot in that area.
Let me come to Honorable